Hello, I'm Miriam and I'd like some shorter jumpy side and a sleek side on it.
Yeah, and a new color.
And a new color.
Because it's autumn time.
Yes, it's autumn time.
Okay, will you turn so you can see how your hair is growing out? And they can find you on your name also on my YouTube channel. Because you've been modeling sometimes now. Dankjewel. Hello friends on YouTube. Got me model again. Start of course with protection like I always do. You hear what she wants and she has very lovely hair. But we're going into the dark autumn colors afterwards with some nuances in it. Find me the entrance of the cape. I think this kind of cape suits her very well. Bit classic, but nicely. I don't gonna wet the hairs because when I make photos in front of it, the photos you see on the back of the video, I can see the lines already. And because she wants a jumpy effect and she has ultra fine hair, I'm gonna work like it is now. So I'm gonna play with the hairs in slicing.
Ja, die tattoo.
Yeah. Start the first finding a line because I have to work to the other side. I have to get some ways in and start to slice. This is an ultra sharp slicing scissor. But it takes a little bit away of the weight of the side. Do this by coming in the line of chin lines. You can see this already. Because I take the hairs up, bend them into the line, go in and follow the lines. So just nicely go in. This softens also the line on the other side. Because I lay this back. Just have a little bit of the weight on the front. Then I go back to the back, lift the hairs up, go in slicing, because she loves to have a jumpy effect on it. And find me a way to get the best result. Just first take up some length. Now you already can see that the lines are getting to the part where I need it to be. And I use the slice cutting technique. So I don't use only the blades, I use also a cutting technique. So go in, close my scissor. Blijft heerlijk rustig hier, hè? Work till I get on the line behind the ears. And then take all the lines to this line. So take also the lines of the back, over to the front. Lay them in the same line. Get rid of the cutting hairs. And give this hairstyle a feeling of the wind that's blowing through the hairs. So using that what autumn brings, wind, rain. Het is leuk dat je helemaal met technieken kunt knippen. Zo. Jij kunt een beetje meekijken daar, denk ik. Hè?
Ja, nou ja, ik moet het wel doen.
Oh ja, dat is jammer. Ik zie bij de modelletjes zoals dat ze helemaal mee zitten te gapen.
Oh ja?
Ja. See what it does. Where the jumpy effect is. Need some little more slice techniques at the front. but don't create stiff lines. That should do. Come to the part behind the ear, go into the lines. And follow the lines of the hair implant. There where I cannot reach it, I can go always back. Afterwards I wet it a bit and then I correct the lines a bit. Using a deep point cut technique. And this I do with wetting the hair and then I do this cut. Coming at the rounding of the skull. Take the hairs up, lay my fingers on the skull bone. And go continuing in the line of cutting where I started on the side. So connecting to the line I created. Creating some movement in the back. This I do by laying the hairs, go in the opposite lines and curve it out. So now I get the movement to the other side. Because I take away the weight on this side, the hairs can freely move, jumping to the other side. And this I do till I see where the hair is jumping over to the other side, because the right side jumps in. So it gives the other line of cutting. Always watch at the natural lines. To create some jumping effect on top. Take the hairs up, go in a deep point cut technique. So you see there is no stiff line anymore. It's just wonderful falling to the sides. Coming to the half of the head, you can see the hair is laid to the inside. So this is the point where it gets around. So I take first this line, take a bit away of the weight in the underline, then I go to the upper line, go in from the other side and slice through my line of cutting. And of course I lay the technique now on the other side, because I want to get the hairs in that line. And you see already the fall coming. You see the lines, how wonderful they become. Again, take the hairs over, lay them in the rounding, go from behind. Ik goochelen met mijn kant. Ik kan het bijna kwijt. So now I need to find my connection. You see the lines, how wonderful they become. Again, take the hairs over, lay them in the rounding, go from behind. Ik goochelen met mijn kant. Ik kan het bijna kwijt. So now I need to find my connection from the front. So this is the line where I want to go to there. So I can take this off. So I have myself the first guideline. This is the line I need. This I'm gonna wet a bit, because then it makes it easier to do in the underlines. Start on the back, work my way to the front, putting some techniques so I don't this stiff line. Search for the hairs that lay behind the ears. They're always there. Hiding!
The sneaky ones.
Yeah. Don't gonna get me. I will. See how the power in this hairstyle becomes. Now I'm gonna wet the underlines a bit. Not too much. The underline. Take a hot razor, gently peeling off some hair, but making use of every softness this neckline has, because she has a really nice neckline. Also when it's ultra short, but also when it's nice and soft lining. The wonderful thing of this hot knife is that I seal the ends. The woolly hairs I can always take off afterwards. Take only the tip, lay it under the rounding of the skull bone, creating the volume I love to have. Minor corrections to the line, only the underline, I show you that, it's not much. Take a little bit away of this weight, that's what's behind the ear, there's always a more amount of hair than on the rest. This comes by the shape of the skull. So there, take with my tip a little bit more off, but still hold it in the rounding so I get that jumpy effect all over. With my whole tool, I go also in the underlines here. Here you see the effect, but I told you that hairs will certainly flow to there and then come back in the underlines. So this part you don't really need, because it always goes in the opposite lines and it gives a lot of weight behind the ears. So mostly thin this away. By holding also the line, this was also to be meant to be soft, and only keep working in minor corrections. Then lay the hairs on it, and so you see there's so much weight behind the ear, you can always hide it in the underlines. This I do with the hot tool because I want to seal the ends, because they are laying in the facial lines. And when I do this with the hot tool, you have better ends because they are sealed, stay sealed for more than 4 months. So it feels a lot better on your facial lines. It works very nicely because you don't have to pull anything. This knife just easy travels through the hairs with no force. Take only off the ends, and nothing but the ends. We're going to color this hair. I'm going for real autumn colors. And she wants to get into a reddish color, copper red. So I take a really nice color of the glint line, work in darker lines in the underlines, maybe put some highlights on top. But I will do this with 3%, that's 10 volume, so I don't damage the hairs, I get the most wonderful glow on the hairs afterwards. So the best condition. Coming to the last part where I need the ends to be sealed. And now I'm certain that all the ends are sealed. I have a wonderful line, and see how wonderful this falls. How wonderful I use the skull, because she has a lot of hair but not the thickest hair. But now you see how wonderful the skull supports the hairstyle. So I have a wonderful asymmetrical bob, so now I can make her color. Okay, put on protection for coloring. As always with my plastic foil. Made her a nice color. I put the colors I mix together. It's one part of every color I use into the video right now, so you can see which glint colors I use. Starting on the center, work myself to the skull bone, mix in afterwards the dark color for the underlines. Take every time about ½ centimeter hair. Color it in. But first I come to this all over her hair, then I'm back. Okay, now all the color is on the lines where I want it. Take in the rest over of the ball some 3-0. Just like this. Mix this into each other. Don't need extra developer because it's not that much. This I only use in the underlines to create that wonderful feeling of volume. The deeper the color, that's the deeper it looks. So you get more volume on top. And this I come into the longer hair on top. So I get a nice soft overflow of the colors. There's totally no smell coming up from this product. This color I also use on the eyebrows. So in the underlines is the darkest color. And that is wonderful to set in line with the color of the eyebrows. They don't have to develop that much time because in 10 minutes they are ready. So before I start on the rest, I take a little bit of this color. And she has ultra light eyebrows, so otherwise you would hardly see them. This you rinse out with a cotton wick and a little bit shampoo. And what I told you in 10 minutes. Now I lay the hair back to the lines where I want them to lay, and then I'm gonna apply also a bleach line into the top lines because I want to get the same color also in the light shades and laying over the top so I get more depthness into the color. Take a large comb, creating some lines. Go to my bleach. Bleach is with 6%, is 20 volume. And it's blue bleach of glit. Turn it so you can see where I lay them. Oh, I can get it. Schop het maar ondersteboven. Take a small amount of bleach. Set it into a line. Just to give it that sunny feeling. And don't have to be much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Also natural colors that you have on the start of coloring will come back into the lines because it's only a toner color, so they always come back colors. With the tip of my comb, go over the same line of the bleach, so I'm certain that I have a straight line, but it also softens the lines. On this I lay carton wicks, then we're going for coffee or tea, and you just stay there because we are not going anywhere for you, because we're back in less than a second. It's almost Christmas time. You can see this on the carton wicks. Ho ho ho! It's the most wonderful time of the year. I really love Christmas a lot. In the meantime, I can get myself a carton wick with a little bit shampoo to clean the eyebrows. Okay, back from coloring. Got myself a bit of hair. So I'm going to blow dry this hair. Take a Divine, that's a cream, curly cream. Take this amount. Massage this into her hairs. Who's that muppet behind you? Oh, it's me, the hairdresser. Take my copy Olivia garden brush. Not for my hair, of course, I don't need it. Brush this product through the hairs. Start blow drying with a medium large brush. Start blow drying with a medium large brush. Starting in the longer hair, and then mix it roughly afterwards with my hands. First give it some dryness. Voor mij zien ze het hier verder.
So what?
I wonder if there's somebody who noticed that I have hair. I don't think so. But there you can see what real fans are, because they are watching the total video. I so do all that hair. I'm trying to get as much hair as I have now. It's a bit hard to do. But I can certainly try. Leuk hoe ligt de lokjes erin. Je voelt dat heel mooi zien. Net even iets vriendelijker. Sofa blow drying. Okay, now she has a bit fine hair, but she has a lot of volume by the products she used. So I take off the glint line, a little bit a clay product, it's called Bora. And to take off rough hair, I take a crystal turn. The one is a gel wax, the other is a clay. Those are mixed into each other. Apply them all over my hands so I'm certain that I have a reservoir in the center and on the outside. And with this I go in and roughen the hairs, but gives also more shine to the hairs. I can make a real funky hairstyle of it. A bit messy. Then I take a little bit hairspray, not too much. Had je kunnen bedenken dat je zo'n bos haar zou hebben?
Nee.
Now this is her autumn ultra wild hairstyle. I think she looks wonderful with it. Hope you like my hair too. We see each other next video. Thank her for being my model. She will certainly turn around and show the end result, and we see each other next video when I have a new hairstyle to show you. Bye bye. Doet u maar een rondje. Echt super leuk. Foto's maken en dan ga ik je de achterkant laten zien. Dankjewel.
Ja, ook bedankt. Hello, I'm Miriam and I'd like some shorter jumpy side and a sleek side on it.
Yeah, and a new color.
And a new color.
Because it's autumn time.
Yes, it's autumn time.
Okay, will you turn so you can see how your hair is growing out? And they can find you on your name also on my YouTube channel. Because you've been modeling sometimes now. Dankjewel.